Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, Red Arrow's pilot resigns over toxic culture and political correctness. Aircrew allegedly falls asleep at altitude. Rotax fly-in a success despite challenging weather. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. Red Arrow pilots resign over toxic culture and political correctness. The Red Arrows, officially the Royal Air Force Aerobatic team, is to Great Britain what the Blue Angels, Thunderbirds, and Las Vegas are to Americans. Regrettably, the Red Arrow's characteristic brilliance has been sullied of late by a series of scandals and internal imbroglios. Reportedly, the group has fallen into a state of mutual loathing, forced expulsions, and bitter resignations. The trouble allegedly began in Greece during a 4-week training endeavor dubbed Exercise Springhawk, where an off-hours, late-night alcohol-fueled incident saw one of the Red Arrow's pilots sent home in disgrace. The incident compelled squadron leader Nick Critchell to confront team leader Tom Bold over what the former called a, quote, toxic culture within the group of youngish pilots. Shortly thereafter, Critchell is said to have resigned in disgust from an assignment for which most RAF pilots would trade their eye teeth. Some days later, Flight Lieutenant Will Cambridge was suspended from the team after a fellow pilot made a harsh and protracted noise about Cambridge having had an alleged affair with a junior trainee pilot. Establishing who or what is to blame for the row is apt to prove tricky for RAF investigators, insomuch as factions within the Red Arrows have reportedly offered varying versions of alleged events and have refrained thus far from speaking publicly. And after the break, pilot reported laser incidents reach record high.
Unbridled passion, unequaled performance, unlimited possibilities.
Hartzell Aviation, you are cleared for takeoff.
Introducing Hartzell Aviation, leading general aviation companies united by the Hartzell guiding principle of built on honor, a commitment to uphold the highest standards in quality, performance, and support. Hartzell Propeller, Hartzell Engine Tech, Hartzell Aerospace Welding. We are Hartzell Aviation.
Now boarding at hartzellaviation.com.
Skyleader Aircraft offers a lineup of the most powerful, durable, and efficient light sport aircraft in the industry. From trainers to roomy cockpits for long hauls, Skyleader has an aircraft for you. And the best part? They're in your budget. Skyleader's base prices are set low to give you room to customize your aircraft to your needs, desires, and wallet, allowing you to put your money where it matters to you most. Visit flyskyleader.com today to learn about our aircraft, customization options, and chat with the team.
Are you tired of tucking your phone under your headset to make a call and having cords and adapters strewn about the cockpit? Experience wireless cell phone communications and your personal music with Pilot Communications BlueLink 2. BlueLink 2 gives you a wearable link to 2 Bluetooth-enabled devices at the same time and can even control your phone and music. Use BlueLink 2 with your existing headset or a Pilot Communications headset from pilot-usa.com.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some other interesting stories. Pilot reported laser incidents reach record high. The number of reported instances involving the aiming of lasers at U.S. aircraft hit a record high in 2021, rising 42% over the previous year to a deplorable and worrying total of 9,273 incidents. The FAA loudly trumpets its authority to issue fines of up to $11,000 per laser-related violation. Yet in 2021, the agency levied a scant $120,000 in such fines, a sum that represents less than 0.12% of the $102,003,000 that might have been collected had every reported laser crime perpetrator been arraigned. CGAS Houston crew honored for saving 9 during rig fire. The Coast Guard rescued 9 people last week from a rig fire near Sabine Pass, Texas. The Pride, Wisconsin, a mobile offshore drilling unit, was on fire with 9 people aboard. Watchstanders launched a Coast Guard Station Sabine Pass 45-foot response boat, medium crew, and an Air Station Houston MH-65 Dolphin helicopter crew to assist. The Dolphin crew arrived on scene, lowered a rescue swimmer, and began hoisting the crew members. The Dolphin crew transported all 9 crew members to a nearby rig which was accessible by land, allowing the crew members to meet with emergency medical service personnel on shore. American Airlines makes donation to Organization of Black Aerospace Professionals. American Airlines has made a donation of $1.5 million to the Organization of Black Aerospace Professionals Luke Weathers Flight Academy during the organization's 46th annual conference. American served as the title sponsor of OBAP's 46th annual conference, which included several notable industry speakers, aerospace professional development workshops, and networking opportunities. Quote, "Our strength lies in having a team, especially pilots, that represent the diverse communities we serve," end quote, said American CEO Robert Isom. Advanced Air Mobility Infrastructural Standard published. In advance of the rapid rise and imminent certification of numerous advanced air mobility technologies and vehicles, ASTM's Unmanned Aircraft Systems Committee has developed a new standard supporting the design of civil vertiports, large stations comprising multiple takeoff and landing facilities, as well as aircraft maintenance and electrical charging sites, and vertistops, smaller stations with only one helipad used exclusively for passenger pickup and drop-off. The newly published standard, dubbed F3423, provides scalable specifications to guide states and municipalities in the development of their respective AAM infrastructures. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. Aircrew allegedly falls asleep at altitude. The cockpit crew of an Ethiopian Airlines flight from Sudan to the Ethiopian capital city of Addis Ababa fell asleep at the controls of their Boeing 737-800. Air traffic controllers tried repeatedly to contact the aircraft as it continued past its filed destination of Bole International Airport and proceeded leisurely westbound for the duration of the pilot's naps. It wasn't until the sounding of a cockpit alarm woke the two airmen that communications were restored and the airliner landed safely, about 25 minutes behind schedule. In a post-incident statement, Ethiopian Airlines, Africa's largest air carrier, asserted the crew had been removed from flight duty and that, quote, "appropriate corrective action will be taken based on the outcome of the investigation. Safety has always been and will continue to be our first priority," end quote. Notwithstanding its resorting to forced furloughs and investigations, the air carrier has yet to publicly state the pilots fell asleep. Ethiopian Airlines maintains it merely received a report about a flight temporarily losing communication with air traffic control. And after these messages, Rotax fly-in a success despite challenging weather.
Aviation Safety Resources is disrupting the market for aircraft emergency parachute recovery systems. ASR systems are smaller, lighter weight, and offer longer repack cycles than similar products available in the current market. ASR has a recovery system available for every type of aircraft: sport, experimental, light sport, general aviation, urban air mobility, vertical takeoff and landing, electric propulsion, and unmanned aerial systems. Find the right product for your aircraft at aviationsafetyresources.com.
At Diamond Aircraft, innovation is in our DNA. Whether you're taking to the skies for training or business travel, every aircraft in Diamond's lineup features innovative technology, an industry-leading safety record, superior performance and efficiency, and a comfortable flying experience. No other company has pioneered as many aviation firsts, achieved more milestones, or received the same amount of industry praise as Diamond. Discover why Diamond Aircraft is one of the most trusted manufacturers in aviation at diamondaircraft.com.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/Rusty today for details.
Welcome back. Rotax fly-in a success despite challenging weather. In August 2022, Rotax was pleased to welcome over 100 guests to its fly-in at the Aerodrome Wels of the central-Austrian city of Wels. Attendees braved heavy weather to avail themselves of the latest products, technologies, and swag presented by joint event hosts Rotax, Aeroshell, Bose, and Rogers Data. The intrepid souls who braved mountain, rain, and cloud took in presentations by engineers and specialists who expounded upon the wonders and glories of Rotax's aircraft engines, to include the forward-thinking fuel injection technology of the company's 912IS and 915IS power plants. In addition to displays featuring Rogers Data aeronautical charts resources, Bose headsets, and Aeroshell lubricants and propellants, fly-in guests enjoyed flight simulators, special catering from Rotax's food truck, and the kinship of their fellow aviators. Across the wide world, more than 190,000 Rotax engines power all manner of light sport and ultralight aircraft. The company's global network of 16 authorized distributors and more than 220 points of sales and service support 270 OEMs producing north of 400 Rotax-powered models. All told, 80% of light sport and ultralight aircraft manufacturers contract with Rotax. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.